wouldn't mind buying this. I should have bought after this candle closed, and we moved beyond that. We got our confirmation, we retested, double bottom, swept liquidity, took a low. We're now breaking a high. We've got that, break of structure, whatever. We do have a little bit of support we're running into, but I would be looking to buy this up.
Hey, Jenny.
Yes, sir.
Hey, question for you. I've seen that inside out term thrown around a lot. What is the inside out strategy?
Oh, it's a work in progress. The developer did a great job. I have another working copy. I don't think we have it on our Discord as a file yet. So we have one for JGS, a little, I guess, subfolder or group, however you want to call that, on Discord for JGS. And when I say testing, you just need to know that you're going to have a lot of times when you have to update. It's buggy, there's other things. We're not too far off on the JGS or the inside out, but the inside out, if you think about it, is really just an inside candle. Okay. The way I'm building that is technically with 3 different things built in. The way I'm designing it and hiring someone to build it, I should say. Let me give credit where it's due. That's hard work. It's hard on all ends. It's hard for me to figure out the way to communicate Jenny speak into, hey, this is that digital language, right? But all it is, think about it this way. If price is moving up, okay, I want to find a good example. But I'm kind of excited. I think all the strategies and the systems that we have together are really, really impressive. Now, granted, the psychological aspect, the emotional aspect, and it's not an insult, we all have it, is still something we all have to work through, and you have to not be over trading all the time. But realistically, you have every single thing you need to be incredibly profitable. Let's go to the short. Okay, so we're on NQ. Actually, we might be okay right now, literally. Right now. Hold on. I did want to use right now's price. Let's go back a little. Okay, perfect. So right here. Ready? You're moving down, right? And I'll use my annotate for this just to show you. Price is moving down, okay? And it never moves just down. It always kind of moves around. We already know that. That goes without saying. If you're on this call, you probably know that for sure. But what we want to see is, think about parent-child candles, right? Is how this developer labels them. The previous developer I had working on it definitely called it something else. But think of your bearish candle, your bullish pullback, your bearish candle, okay? Think about that as a retracement, right? Your pullback. The second you get below that parent candle, by some definitions, or the child candle by others, you have confirmation. I'm talking in the very tiny time frame that, hey, this is what we're doing. So this right here is a good example. So very, very simple. What do we have? We have our bearish candle. This has to be bearish. This candle has to stay inside the range of the first candle. And then this third candle has to break below that and close. So this will repaint. It repaint's the wrong word, but it's not complete until after this candle is closed. So there's going to be times where it's going to pop up on the screen to say sell, but it's not valid until this candle closes, okay? Once the candle closed, the trade signal is valid. From there, think about this. Oh, there's the sell. Sorry. All the alerts are going wild. You guys already know how that goes. Squirrel. How do you not be the squirrel brain while you are a trader? It's not possible, at least not as far as I know. Okay, so this is our parent candle, our child candle. This one continues. If your entry is at the break of that line, now remember, you're going to lose. You can choose to put your stop loss at 50% of the range of the parent candle at the other side of the child candle. And I think this whole parent-child relationship just makes it really, really good, easy to discuss. So figure if your stop loss is that tight, think about how many contracts you can use. 5, yeah? Just to give you, I don't know exactly what you're risking, but 5 in this case is, well, this is 0, well, 1 for that whole one. This is smaller, so if you're trying to risk $200-$300, you're looking at 2 or 3 contracts. Not bad. If you're going for a 1-to-1, you hit that first target. If you're going for a 2-to-1, you hit that second target somewhere. I can't swear that that's it, but you hit your 2-to-1, you're done. Or of course you can say, hey, I get my 1-to-1, I'm flat, or I get my 1-to-1, I lock. There's a double-edged sword no matter which you decide to do, but really, really cool. So that's one method. The other method is to not always, is this going to be the perfect flag formation? Because that's really all it is. Think about it. Market moves in waves. All the inside out is helping you is market moving down. It makes a wave to the upside and you're taking it back down, right? Pretty simple. The logics are all the same. But sometimes this inside candle happens perfectly right now. And then within a couple of candles, 10, 20 seconds, especially on the 30-second or the 1-minute chart, you're one and done. It's over. It's easy. But sometimes what happens is you'll get an outside candle, an inside candle, an outside candle, an inside candle. You get this little formation happening. So what we're trying to build in there also is wedges, okay? Think of it as flags. Right now, it's pretty ugly. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not pretty. I looked at it the other day, this weekend, through all the updates, trying to figure out how better to improve the logics if we want to encompass this whole amount. Because again, at this point, all this is a breakout, right? So how do we turn that data into the breakout? It works great, but the visualness of it really kind of sucks. I'm sorry, I'm not a great salesperson. I'm just sharing the journey with you. So that's number two. And number three, sometimes outside inside candles are not with the trend, right? So let's see if I can find a good example of that on the chart. Bear with me. Let's see what we can do. So for example, you see this candle right here? It's a bullish candle. In order for this to be a valid inside out signal, this would have to be bullish, bearish, and then bullish to be continuing in that direction, right? But sometimes you can also have a bullish candle, inside candle, okay? So this is still a 1-2 candle formation that breaks out to the downside. And if you're entering in here, okay, or here it closes, right? We have a couple different settings in there. One encompasses the entire candle, one only encompasses closes. Think of it entering here, your stop loss is incredibly tight. Again, think about how many contracts you'd be using. That's your 1-to-1, that's your 2-to-1. You caught this micro little trade and then you're on to the races. And we do that over and over and over again, over and over again. And that again turns into kind of a hybrid between what we call what? The inside out and the breakouts. Okay. So 540. I'm just completely just telling you everything. Same thing here. This is a perfect example. I'll use my annotation. You have the parent candle, the child candle stays inside, and then you have this beautiful breakout. So what if you want to enter, because at this point you're already watching the chart, right? You're already watching this. We want to get something out of that action. We don't want to be on the charts all day. Cool, it breaks out. Your stop loss is incredibly tight. It's 50% of that. Actually, I guess it'd be here. You're right up there. So you get your 1-to-1 and your 2-to-1 right there. You're done. And of course, you can decide, hey, I'm flat out at 1-to-1. At 2-to-1, I would not say at 2-to-1 I lock. That's too far on most trades. I'm being honest. You can say, hey, look, cool. I'm in. I'm going to trail by candle. I'm going to trail with a moving average. I'm going to trail with a trend line, but I'm going to do my best to capitalize on this trade. Or you could say, I'm going to stay in as long as my MACD, my oscillator that I like tells me to stay in. The options are endless, basically. But they're all price action strategies, essentially. All of them are just literally candle by candle.